Highway 6 is just super dangerous. You know, we've had many fatalities this last week. We've had 6, and we just keep following down that same path. And so I'm just here for effective change, you know, and I think you gotta put boots on the ground, and people just have to, ultimately what I'm trying to do is just, you know, get the community to unite together to make effective change. And I honestly believe that, you know, having unity together is what's going to make that happen. You know, I've been talking with the Sheriff Brown, and we've been discussing what you know, our options are, and he's given me his insight on what we can do to actually make that happen. And so really what we're doing is you know, going to try to put a community letter together that the community can sign, and I will take that to the budget committee, which is in front of the 3 commissioners, come February of March of next year, and we will see what we can do about making, you know, an actual change on this highway, on this stretch of road. You know, I'm also looking for volunteers that can help me get some research and get some, and we need some people that are in their strong suits to help me make this happen. And I think, you know, the biggest thing of doing what we need to do to make the actual change up here is all of us, again, uniting together as a community. So therefore, when we do put this letter, we put these ideas in front of the commissioners, we actually have the full backing of the community to make that actually happen. You know, I think most of us feel that, you know, our voice is not heard, and we're just one person. And I honestly believe that one person can make a very big difference and make a very big impact on, you know, just life in general, on humankind. And so, you know, I think, you know, each of us can do our part. You know, we may not be able to do everything, we may not be able to do a whole bunch, but we can do something. And I think, you know, all of us banding together, we can make that all happen.
So you mentioned having people, you know, that maybe kind of help out in their strong suit. What kind of strong suits would you like would be helpful?
So, you know, I've had people that have been messaging me, and really what I do is I guess I'm more of a facilitator, coordinator. You know, I just listen to what people, where they're strong at. You know, I've had a gal message me that she wanted to help, and I know she makes posts on one of the local pages, and she's a good writer. And so, you know, I obviously need someone to write a good letter and whatnot, and an effective letter and whatnot, you know, so I'm gonna put her in that position. I have people that are gonna help me motivate other community members to stay positive, to move forward in this project and whatnot. And so, you know, you might be that volunteer that, you know, can help, you know, get the signatures on the pieces of paper. I mean, there's work for everybody, and really, you know, coming out here and holding a sign, you know, and taking the time out of your day for the lives that were lost on this mountain and whatever, and just showing that there is a need for a safer, you know, highway, a stretch of highway up here and whatnot. So,
you know, I grew up in the county, so I remember some of my earliest memories are Dead Man's Curve and being told about the fatalities up here. And like a lot of people, I know people. A lot of us know people who have died up here. We've had family that have died on this road or been badly injured. Do you have any idea or of how many or what the whole toll is?
I don't, and that's what I want to. I also need, you know, people that can give me some of those statistics. You know, maybe you're a good researcher. Maybe you can help me on that aspect as far as doing your due diligence. So when I go in front of these commissioners, you know, we obviously know what we're talking about. We're taking this seriously, and I want them to see that we're taking this seriously. And so I've reached out to Josh, you know, and he's gonna work with me as far as getting me some numbers and stuff. But you know, many hands make little work, and I think that's where I think people get discouraged, is they think that they don't have the time because they've got, you know, so much going on or whatever, and I can't give you 20 hours, but you can give me, maybe you can give me an hour, maybe you can give me an afternoon, you know. And it's just it's we can all pull together and do just a little part to make a big difference.
So, you know, I've been looking on Facebook and that kind of thing, and I see, you know, threads going on where people are frustrated with the road. You know, but there seems to be a lot of energy. Are you working with that energy?
Yes, I mean, I want to make sure that this stays positive. I know we can all go down to that negative rabbit hole and whatnot, and I think a positive mindset is going to move us forward versus that negative mindset. I understand it's frustrating. I understand, because things don't happen as fast as we want them to. It seems like every time we turn around, it has something to do with money, budgets, and the officials that we put in office take forever, and we get discouraged by that. And I just think that we just need to stay focused, band together, put our differences aside, put what didn't work last year, or what has always happened aside, and really come together to make a change. And I 100% believe that could happen with all of us, just really putting the work in and just doing it and staying positive. Yeah, we're going to get discouraged. We're going to fall down. We're going to fall down a lot, actually, to be honest. But it really, I think what it comes down to is it's the getting back up. We got to get back up faster and better. And that's what's going to make the difference.
Yeah, we're here by the road, and you get all that road noise. Even got a directional mic, but obviously it's going to pick up that noise. But you're seeing people go by honking the trucks and stuff. So what does that mean?
So people are hearing us. They're seeing us and whatnot. There's 3 other people other than myself out here and whatnot. And I think that could be discouraging from some people because they might not it's only a couple people. And I think that's far from the truth. It starts with one. It starts with one person. There's another person that's supporting. And the more people you get out here, the more awareness we're going to get, and the more we all band together and we all commit to doing with what we said we were going to do. If you're that person that says, I want to help, and you want to do your part, reach out, and we'll put you to good work. I'll put you somewhere. I can find a spot somewhere for you for what you're willing to give.
So now, are you just planning on doing this today, or are you planning on doing this like in the following weekends or something like that?
I obviously took this on because obviously it compounded. I don't think anybody really, I didn't anticipate on taking on this big project. I also have a nonprofit that, I'm working on with fire relief in the Pacific Northwest. This is another big project or whatever, but I think, with the fire relief and what we got going on here, these are big issues that need to be dealt with, and people need help and stuff. And I myself commit to planning to following this through. I want to get to the budget committee next February, March. I want to show up there, and I want to show up there with, hopefully the community support, with a lot of signatures, with the roar of the community and whatnot, so they can take us seriously. And I think that's where it's just going to start. So I myself am committed for the long haul.
So if somebody wanted to come out, like today was pretty much kind of almost like last minute. It was not last minute, but it was a lot of us didn't check our Facebook
Right.
feeds or anything.
Yep.
So are you going to be here next week? Is there a time we could tell people?
I haven't scheduled it yet or whatever. I mean, I have my inbox like right now that is full, that I haven't even got back to many messages or whatever. I committed to coming here after church, and I'm here and whatnot, and I'll kind of take what, the feedback from the community and what they're willing to do and what they're willing to, support in and whatnot, and just kind of go from there. But yeah, if we want to rally together, I'll show up. I'm here every single Sunday. I don't even live here in Tillamook no more. I live in Hillsboro, but I travel over every single Sunday and go to church here and whatnot. So, but like I said, I'm in it for the long haul. So.
And what was your name?
Jesse Burrow.
And if people want to contact you, how would they do that?
They can through Facebook, or I can even throw out my number. It doesn't matter.
Okay,
Yeah.
so just look for you on Facebook and probably the best
Yep.
move.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Betcha.